Welcome to another Fast Tech video. Before we start, please go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and click the bell next to the subscribe button if you want to get notifications. That lets YouTube know that we're doing the right thing. It costs you nothing and it helps us out a lot. So please go ahead and do that before we start this video. This video is brought to you by the Fast Tech Pro Auto Kit, which is an automatic screwdriver plus bit set that you need to disassemble any electronics device, including your Xbox, your PlayStation, your Apple iPhone, MacBook, you name it. Links in the description box, and you can use the coupon code YouTube for a discount. Let's get started. Another video from Fast Tech. In this one, I'm going to be showing you guys how to swap the body on a PS4 controller. This video applies to all PS4 controllers, but the model I'm going to be working on today is a model ZC2TU. And you can check the model at the back of these controllers. It should be listed right here at the back. It should say model, and then this one says CUH Z or Z, depending on where you're at, CT2U. And if you're swapping cases between two controllers, you got to make sure that the model number matches. I would not be able to do this properly if one of them was a ZCT21U, because the internals are different on those controllers. Some parts are interchangeable, but the case is different and the triggers are different. So if you're trying to swap cases between two controllers, make sure that the model numbers match, as they do in this case. So to start, we're going to be needing the Fast Tech Pro Toolkit or the Fast Tech Pro Auto Kit, which is the automatic version of our Fast Tech Pro Toolkit. So I'm going to be putting a Phillips bit in our Fast Tech Pro Auto Kit. So we're going to start disassembling the Star Wars controller, and I'm trying to put this Star Wars case onto this PS4 controller. So I'm going to start disassembling the Star Wars controller. There's 4 screws at the back. Now that I have all 4 screws removed, I'm going to separate the front of the controller from the back, and it splits right here. This is the front side, so I'm just going to stick my finger in here. I'm just going to start separating the front. As you can see, it's going to split open. There's no more screws anymore. It should normally be a lot easier, but there's a lot of finger grease that's still holding the controller together. And now you want to be careful because there's still triggers that are attached to the controller, so you don't want to break those. Don't use too much force here. We're trying to separate this back panel from the rest of the controller. Boom, there you go. And you want to be very careful, as I said, because there's also a ribbon cable that runs from the back of the controller to the logic board. This cable right here, and we're going to remove it by pulling it like so. And that's the back of the controller. That's the battery right there. Came out of place. This is how it normally sits. I could see there's some cat hair in this controller, or dog hair, so whoever owned this controller was a pet owner. Yeah, there's lots of it right here. Now we're going to remove the mid frame of the controller. We don't have to remove the battery or anything else. There's a screw hiding underneath. This screw holds the motherboard onto the mid frame. We can put the battery to the side and remove this Phillips screw. All right, I'm gonna pull that screw out. Now I'm gonna lift up the holster for the battery and remove this cable right here. I'm gonna pull it out. And now I'm gonna push this cable through. All right, like that. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift the mid frame out of the front part of the controller like that. From both sides, you just lift it out. Make sure the cable's not getting in the way. And just lift it out like that, along with the battery and everything. And that's the mid frame of the Star Wars controller. You can see some more hair on this side. We're gonna lift up this analog stick. Just went ahead, removed the analog sticks, got some of that cat hair out. Now we're just gonna put these analog sticks back on. Put that to the side here. Now I'm gonna open the other controller. Looks like my Fastech Pro Auto Kit is running out of juice, so I'm gonna plug it in using a USB cable, and that is going to get me back up to speed. That's a lot better. Same thing on this controller. Now we're gonna separate the case. This one doesn't have that much finger grease in it, so it's gonna be a lot easier to remove. There you go. Separate the back, same here on this side. Boom, boom. Back comes off. Cable, again. Pull that cable out, separate the back. As you can see, it's the same logic board, so this swap is possible. Same triggers, same everything. If you flip, we're gonna do the same thing here. Remove that screw. Pull that screw out, get the battery holster out of the way, pull the cable up. See, now I can go fast because you guys have seen this already. Push that cable through and then just simply lift up the mid frame. Boom, we got the mid frame. At this point, we want to mark our logic board slightly so we don't forget which one's which. So this one's the silver one, so we're gonna mark it S. And the one that's Star Wars, we're gonna mark it SW. Okay. So guys, this controller I think had come in initially for stick drift issues, but the customer just wanted the motherboard swapped at this point. And I'll tell you guys why there's stick drift issues sometimes. Sometimes it's these potentiometers in these analog sticks that go bad, which is the most common issue. But lots of times it's hair. As you can see here, I don't know if the camera is picking up, but there's hair. And this could be your hair from your scalp, or if you have pets, a cat or a dog, it could come from them. Blow into it, or pick up a compressed air can from fasttechstore.com, blow these out. Or better yet, pick up a USB powered air duster, which you never have to replace. And that is now also available at fasttechstore.com, and links for those are going to be in the description box. If it is these potentiometers, you could replace the potentiometers themselves, which is a pain in the ass. Or you can remove the analog sticks. If you have a hot air station, you're gonna have to heat up these points and use a soldering iron to drop the analog sticks, install new ones in, but that's even more of a pain in the ass. So in this case, we're going with a logic board replacement. So now we're gonna put the mid frame from our silver controller into our Star Wars controller. So we're gonna put the analog sticks on this one here, and that you're gonna do this step if there's analog sticks that you have to transfer over. In this case, we really don't have to. So now we're gonna push the cable through. Boom, boom. you go. Come on, come on, there you go. Cable's through. Let's connect the cable. Boom. Make sure everything's in place. Well, now we're going to install this screw that holds the logic board onto the mid frame. Like that. Let's reinstall battery holster. Plug in the battery. It only plugs in one way, so don't plug it in upside down. The cable hooks under here. Very, very Japanese. Completely unnecessary. Could have gone without it, but what are you gonna do? Now we're gonna install the back panel. And this is how the cable goes on, like this. That's how the cable goes on. Now we're gonna make sure that this, which is a light reflector, it goes through this slot here. Pay attention to this, guys. Boom, like that. That's not present in earlier model controllers. And you click everything in place. And now what wasn't our Star Wars controller is now our Star Wars controller. We're gonna install all the screws in the back. And guys, I highly recommend our FastTech Pro Auto Kit. This toolkit will save you a lot of time, and time is money. So links in the description box, and you can use the coupon code YouTube for a discount. We're gonna plug the controller in to make sure that it works. It is low on battery, so I'm gonna plug it in to our USB cable. Same charger as our FastTech Pro Auto Kit. And it does look like it's turning on. So that swap was successful. And yeah, it's low on battery, so we do have to charge it, but it was a successful swap. And that's another video from FastTech. I'm gonna be doing the same thing on the other controller, but you guys don't have to see that. You get the point. Thanks for watching another video from FastTech. Don't forget to smash the like button if you like this video, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Press the bell next to the subscribe button if you want to get notifications. And check out my vlog channel in which I travel the world and I record my adventures. I promise you won't be disappointed. This is Shiroz from FastTech signing out, and I'll see you in the next one.